Hello, traders, and welcome to the Friday Wrap-Up, January 16th, 2016. Traders, great to be with you. This is actually, for me, it's Sunday, believe it or not. I took Saturday off. Yes, I did. I took Saturday off, so it's Sunday. It's actually the 17th, my time. However, it is currently 21:39 hours on Wall Street on Saturday night. Currently, and it is 9:39 a.m. Sunday morning in Bangkok, Thailand. Traders, great to be with you. Beautiful day today, bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches. For those of you in the United States, it is playoffs weekend for the National Football League, so I was up at 4:15 in the morning to watch the first game, and Kansas City lost. And I'm now watching the second game, and we'll see what happens with that one. It's pretty close one, Green Bay and Arizona. All right, traders, remember this brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. If you would, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. All right, traders, got a bunch of daily charts today. We're going to take a look at price action. It's not going to take long. We're going to try to keep this at 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most. You know, we want to get through this. I know it's the weekend. You probably don't want to be sitting in front of your computer all day. But we need to look at this, and we need to look at this. It's very, very important, and there's a lot of things going on in the world that we need to be aware of, and it affects us as macro traders as we trade the Forex market. However, first, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I'm your moderator for the Friday Wrap-Up, and also the Market Opening Preview, which we do every single day before the London Open. Actually, I recorded during the Asia session. Traders, I started trading in 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida in the United States. Traders, when I retired in 2008, I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. And, well, I'm in my 8th year, and I'm still in Thailand and absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. I enjoy the trading hours. It's just like a regular work day. I traded, over 2 years in the States, getting up at 1 in the morning to trade London and then trade New York. And I was still working a full-time job. So it's nice to be retired. It's nice to work and trade Forex. I do trade all 3 sessions, Asia, London, and the New York session. I trade a different instrument. I trade the futures, but believe it or not, I'm trading the Euro futures. So I'm still in the Forex mode. I just go to a different instrument during the New York session. All right. What else can I tell you? I do use fundamentals a lot. I listen to fundamentals. I need to know what's going on around the world. I pay a lot of money for a news feed that goes over my computer 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, every day of the year. And, there are feeds out there you can get for free, but you need an economic calendar or a news feed or both, which I have, which you should have, because you need to know what's going on. You never know when one of these, we call them wobbleheads, and I didn't come up with that, a good friend of mine did. Draghi gets in front of the microphone, Merkel, Obama, Putin, Yellen, any of them get in front of a microphone, they're going to run the markets in the other direction. So I don't trade the numbers. If an interest rate decision is coming out, I do not trade the number. I trade the effect of the number, so I don't trade probably till 40 minutes after that news event comes out. And if all the sidecars lined up, it's all in the same direction, we take the trade. But I'm a technician. I trade charts. I love candlestick patterns. I love support resistance. I do use some indicators. I love harmonics, and I also use Ichimoku clouds, and that just depends on the instrument that I'm trading. If you looked at my trading chart, if you looked at my actual trading chart, you would see that my trading chart only has 3 EMAs on it, and the rest of the chart is clear. There's no indicators on my trading chart when I trade. The other charts that do have indicators, those are analysis charts. Those aren't my trading charts. You will see support and resistance levels on my trading charts, but that would be about it. Everything else is done on other charts. All right, that's just a little bit about myself. Let's get a move on here. This is our risk disclaimer to keep everybody happy. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results, i.e., you're on a demo account, you have enough extra money to open up a live account, your trading profits are going to change. Why? Because you're going to focus on that profit loss box and not be focusing on your trade. And then you'll get over that, and then your trading will get better. I promise. Been there, done that. I have the t-shirt. All right, let's get started. As usual, we're going to start with the euro dollar. Euro dollar, now remember, these are daily charts. Some of these big red candles, is 60, 70 pips here, okay? So, but this is the euro dollar, and it's absolutely sideways. This is a battle here. The dollar is still strong. This chart is still bearish, and I am still bearish on the euro dollar. I have been probably for, I think it's 2 years now, a year and a half, right? It has its times when it has its up mode, but right now, if you look at this daily chart, and if you fib this chart, this whole swing of this whole chart, you'd see that we're probably at the 38.2 fib if you fib this chart from what we can see on the screen. And we're in this nasty range, and we're just wobbling around here. And I think a lot of it, has to do with we had the holiday season, but now we're back into it full steam ahead. It was really amazing. The first Monday back, what was that, January 4th or 5th? Come back to the markets and bam, full steam ahead. Away we go. What an active day that was. That was really a surprise, I have to be honest with you. And it's been that way ever since. And now, Monday, earnings season has started, but Monday, I think, is the actual start of earnings season. I think when the market closes, Alcoa gives out earnings, and the markets will then be during earnings seasons. And we don't look at earnings in Forex, but you need to be aware of them. That's all. Just know that they're coming out. No data is coming out. And remember, earnings is all New York, so that's really goes towards people who are trading Wall Street time. That people trading that session. You just really need to keep an eye on earnings. And if you trade other instruments that affect that, you keep an eye on it too. And I do trade other instruments. So, we do keep an eye on earnings seasons. That's why I probably talk about it so much. All right, let's talk about the counterpart to the euro dollar, and that, of course, is our dollar Swissy. A dollar Swissy is absolutely the same thing, just sideways price action, nothing going on. This is in a range. Yes, it's a big range, but it's a range. I wouldn't want to be trading this chart. However, this is a bullish pair. Made its run up. It's come back down. Now it's working its way back up. It's at a fib level, I'm sure. If you just took that last swing, we're probably at the 78.2 fib if you were to fib this. And just above the 50%. And, the green line, the 200 exponential moving average, is nowhere near price action, so we don't have to worry about that. And, that's what's happening. So nothing to do here, but just watch it. Watch it. Listen, the Swissy is weak. The dollar is strong. That's the main thing you need to get out of this. The dollar is strong and the Swissy is weak. So no matter where you trade, New Zealand Swissy, New Zealand dollar, whatever you're going to trade, just remember that the Swissy is weak. Okay? Just remember that. All right. Let's look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar has fallen apart in the last 2 weeks. It is so weak. It is unbelievable. This thing is just fallen off the mountain. We've got a waterfall here, and this thing is just tanking. This pound dollar is just absolutely tanking, and that's that dollar strength. And, this is just really unbelievable. I've been watching this, since I've traded. I've always started with the majors, the euro dollar, pound dollar, all that. And this is just really taking a dive to the downside and just continues to do so. So, it's bearish. So if you're going to trade this, right, you see this big red candle that ended on Friday. If you're going to trade this, that's dollar strength. So, if you go down to your 1 hour charts, you're trading 30-minute charts or 15-minute charts, you want to be bearish. So your bias should be, you want to sell this. You want to sell the pound dollar, right? And basically you want to sell dollar pairs, right? All right, let's take a look at the dollar yen. Dollar yen's a great pair to use as a tool, and that's what I use it for. I use it as a tool as far as what the dollar is doing. Now, on this platform, I do have the dollar, I think. I have the dollar slide in just a bit, and we have the dollar. So, but this is sideways. This was sideways this week. Really nothing happening here. The big issue is oil. The big issue is oil. I heard something that was very interesting during the week, as I do listen to a lot of different rooms and a lot of different. I read a lot of different things, and I do a lot of research on my own, and to figure out like what's going on around the world and how that's going to affect my trading, right? What's the bottom line? Is it a winning proposition for me or isn't it? And I take all of this stuff into effect to find out if it is or it isn't. And if it isn't, I don't take the trade. And these aren't easy markets. If this was easy, everybody'd be doing it. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is work. This is you can do this part time, and you can be a professional and do this part time and still work a full time job. And for those of us who do this full time, it's a lot of work, and you have to do that. But oil is the biggest thing. And what I wanted to say about oil is just remember this about oil. And we're going to get to CAD dollar in just a second here. Just remember about oil. How is oil purchased? Yeah, how is oil purchased? Yeah, we're down to $30 a barrel, just below it. I think it had actually hit 29 something, and then came back up. I think we were at 30. I think. I'm not positive. I didn't check it today. I got to be honest with you. It's a Sunday morning, folks. I did not check it. But it's all about oil, and just remember, oil is purchased with what? Dollars. I don't care what country you're dealing with. Oil is purchased with dollars. That's why the Saudis ain't freaking out. Nobody's freaking out that oil is at $30 a barrel. Why? Because it's paid with dollars. They're not losing any money even though oil's gone down to $30 a barrel. They're still making money, folks. And they got tons of it. Remember, the United States next year is going to be exporting oil to other countries, right? They got their approval and they're going to be exporting next year. So next year, the U.S. Will not be dependent on anybody for oil. They're going to be selling oil to other countries. So that just gives you an idea what's going on, right? So we were dependent on oil, all my life, and I'm 55, and now all of a sudden the U.S. is not going to be dependent on other countries, i.e. Saudi Arabia, Iran, all that stuff, right? All right, so that's enough of that one. Here's the euro yen. Really enjoy this pair. This is great. The yen pairs have just been booming. The yen is very, very strong. The next two slides will show you that. All you want to do is buy the yen, right? Buy the yen, especially against the weak pairs. The euro is weak. Euro yen. Why wouldn't you just sell it, right? Buy the yen. That's what it's all about. The yen is very strong. How long is it going to last? I don't know. But I know that on Friday and Thursday, we had Kuroda and we had Abby both speaking on both days. So when they start talking, that means something's going to happen. They're going to interject some sort of stimulus package, whatever it is. Whether they're raising taxes, whether they're doing whatever they're going to do, they're going to do something to stop this strength. They don't want their yen this strong. Okay? Let's take a look at the pound yen. Look at this waterfall. Wow, what if you like to have been in that 2.5 weeks ago and just sold it at that resistance line and just said, I'll see you in a month and come back and take a look at where you are now. Just a great pair here. I would never be buying this, right? Even on lower time frames, I'm not buying this. It's going to retrace, and it's probably retracing on lower time frames. If you go to an hourly chart, you're probably going to see a retrace at 50, 60, 70 pips, and then it's going to resume this trend. Always look at other time frames. And, I always look at the daily time frame. I want to know what's going on with the daily because I trade the hourly and the 4-hour, but I enter and exit my trades on a 30-minute chart. So I put that all together, and hopefully when everybody lines up, I take my shot, right? You got to throw darts to win, right? Got to throw darts to win. Wow. Aussie yen. Yeah, Aussie yen. It's on the bottom of the screen, by the way. That's how I know. It's not like I remembered. I would have never remembered. Not when I've got I think there's 17 slides. So, Aussie yen. Just again, Aussie's weak. It's been weak for years, and it's going down. And the Aussie's taking a hit. Believe me, the Aussie is taking a hit, and the Aussie's taking a hit because of oil. It comes back to commodities, and the CAD, the Kiwi, the Aussie, they're all commodity pairs. And when data comes out and it's bad, these currency pairs take a look at it. And the yen is strong. This pair is just booming. This yen is just booming. It pulled back. I think it was Thursday. I it's either Wednesday or Thursday, it pulled back. And everybody said, oh, that's the end of the yen strength. Yeah, not till the next day. Next day comes around, what happens? Boom, the yen gets powerful again and just continues this mode to the downside and just continued on and on and on. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar here. It's exactly the same chart. There's nothing to do here, right? What do we see here? Well, if you look at this spatially, it's a bearish chart. The Aussie dollar's been bearish for years, at least a year and a half, and I'm bearish in it. So if I'm going to trade the Aussie dollar, I'm only looking to sell this. I have no intentions of buying the retrace. I'm not counter trend trading the Aussie dollar. I'm selling this. I'm buying the dollar against the Aussie. Okay, I'm selling this, and there's really nothing new here. It has its moments, it has its time where it hits up there and gets up there for, a week or a week and a half, and then all of a sudden, boom, it snaps back down again, and it's done it for a long time. Here's an interesting chart. So take a look at this. This is the euro pound. You want to talk about, I talked about the pound. Now the pound is just really just taking a fall. Yeah, here's a great example of it, right? Who would think that the euro is stronger than the pound? Yeah. Well, you're looking at it, right? The pound is just absolutely crumbling, and it's pretty weird. Germany has some bad numbers come out, but Germany unemployment rate is like really super, and they have a lot of work in Germany, but their other numbers are horrible, and but as an economy, Germany is doing very well. They don't have money issues. They have other issues, but they don't have money issues. They don't have job issues. There's plenty of people, and I'm in Thailand, and I live in a tourist town, and I speak to a lot of people, and Germany, it's really just amazing how I love when Angela Merkel speaks, because she makes me money. Because she always says something that's just like really out of control, but she's got an 80% approval rating in her country. People love her over there, and that's great. I mean, support your leader, and they do, and they support her very much. So they're not liking the situation with Syria and taking all these refugees. This is a big issue with Germany, but the euro is not showing any effect of it, and the euro is just taking off, and the pound is just dumping again. Here's a New Zealand dollar again, commodity pair, right? Just dumping, just falling off the tracks, right? Just falling off the tracks, and that's what we expected, right? And again, this is not because of oil. Even though oil is a play in this game, the Kiwi is just very weak, and the dollar is very strong. That's what this is about. I think a lot of people thought that when they raised interest rates that the dollar was going to get very weak, and it's not. It's still at 100 or 99 something, or, I think it broke 100 last week. So, the dollar is still very strong. The dollar is still the king. The dollar is still there. The dollar is very powerful. Here's the dollar CAD. Yeah, this is our indicator for good old oil, right? Dollar CAD, right? And oil's dumping like a rock, and the dollar CAD is moving to the skies. So on your lower time frame, what are you going to do? You go to a 15-minute, 30-minute, or a 15-minute chart. You wait for a pullback, do a fib level, and then you get into this trade. I wouldn't be rushing at this candle, right? This has moved now over 12 candles to the upside, and I'm waiting for some sort of a red candle. I'm expecting a red or two red candles. This is going to pull back, folks. Forex don't move in a straight line ever. It's going to pull back, and it's due to pull back. But this is all about oil. This pair right here is all about oil. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. Yeah, this is one of my favorite pairs to trade, I got to tell you. I love trading this pair. This pair trades 130 pips a day, folks. This is not no slump pair to trade. This is a great pair to trade. It's not a difficult pair to trade. You just got to trade its trend, and it's not in its trend right now. It's counter trend. It's bounced off the 200 exponential moving average on a daily chart, and it's counter trend. It's sideways. It is sideways. It's not doing anything. I can only put the slide so big on the screen. So, if you open the chart up completely, you'll see that this is in a downtrend. This Euro Aussie is in a downtrend, and don't forget that. Don't let this take the focus off, right? The focus is the whole chart, and the bias is that this pair is bearish. I just want to sell this. And I can't wait. Let this thing keep going up. I can't wait for it to turn around and take its boom back to the downside. And I'll take it back down to the 200 exponential moving average on a 4-hour chart. Right? And I'll be in for it for a couple of days. Right? Grab a couple hundred pips and get out. Or 100 pips and get out. Right? I'm not. It just boggles me. I go into a lot of trading rooms and it absolutely boggles me. People I have a lot of respect for in trading let 180 pip winning trade come back to break even plus 2 pips. I mean, it just amazes me. I mean, how people can do that. I could never do that. Folks, I got 100 pips in the bank. I'm telling you what, that's going to 50 plus, and I'll leave 50 pips for it to breathe, and if it knocks me out, something's going to my bank account, right? It just amazes me how people let these winning trades come back to break even and get stopped out. It just absolutely amazes me. I hear it, and I'm like, what are you thinking? So, and I have a lot of respect for the man who did that, by the way. A lot of respect. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. We did that already. I don't know why I have 2 euro dollars in there. I keep saying I'm going to fix that, but I'm on my laptop today. It's Sunday morning, folks, and it's early on Sunday morning, so it's 10 a.m. I was up at 4 a.m. to watch the National Football League, and I'm doing this during halftime, recording this, so it's pretty cool. This is the dollar, folks, and this just says it all. The dollar is at its highs, it's sideways, it's taking out the highs, it's just on the move. That's all I can say. It's dollar strength. That's all you can say. They're expecting stocks to dump because the dollar is higher. Folks, remember what month this is. This is January. What do you think people did in the end of December? So the numbers that are coming out in January are December numbers. Well, what do you think people do at the end of the year? They take their profits. They square out. They go buy their new car. They go buy their new house. They add a room to their house. They do whatever. They've been in a trade for so long, and they take their, So everybody's crying that stocks are dropping. Yeah, they're dropping for a month, right? Because people are taking their profits, and it's going to resume. Stocks are going to continue to go up. I think oil has an impact. I don't think oil has an impact on the stock market. I don't believe that for a second. I think it has a small impact, but I don't think it has that big of an impact. And you'd probably say, Bill, this is not about the stock market, this is about Forex. Well, it is about Forex because the stock market affects the way the market moves. And we want to know what the dollar is doing. And you need to know what the stock market's doing and what our treasuries are doing, right? We need to know this stuff. You need to know in the back of your mind what's happening and what's going on and why it's happening before you take that trade and put your hard-earned equity into a trade, right? All right, traders. Sorry I went 3 minutes over that 20-minute mark. But it was really great to be with you on a Sunday morning. It's absolutely beautiful. My doors are open, windows are open. It's nice and cool. Like I said, I've been up since 4 a.m. watching the NFL football playoffs. It's been a great day. And I'm ready for my third cup of coffee. It is currently 22:02 hours on Wall Street. It's 10:02 on a Sunday morning in Thailand, Bangkok time. And I just want to thank you for being with me for the Friday wrap-up. And please come visit us at fxclearing.com. And that is to FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you. We'll be with you again on Monday in Asia, where we will do the market opening preview and check out what we got going for. Oh, we're demo trading tomorrow. I just remembered it's a U.S. holiday tomorrow. No trading in the U.S. tomorrow. What does that mean to us as traders? Demo trading. We don't trade live because New York is not trading. End of story. No excuses. Do not trade unless you're on a demo account tomorrow. New York is closed tomorrow. It's Martin Luther King's birthday holiday in the U.S., so the U.S. markets, everything is closed in the U.S. tomorrow. All right, traders, have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you tomorrow for the market opening preview, and we'll talk about that more later on. Traders, see you next week for the Friday wrap-up. Take care now. Bye-bye.